Hi guys, I'm Hector and today I'm going to continue the list of Sonic zones. This time we're going to rank all the zones from Sonic CD based on their difficulty. But only Sonic CD for this video. It's part 3 because it's the third game in Sonic's Mega Drive era. Sonic 3. There's one game called Sonic 3. Of course, almost all of you Sonic fans know about Sonic 3, but it's actually the fourth in the Mega Drive era. Confused? Well, Sonic CD is here. Now let's get to the zones. There are also going to be no clarifications, so there's no combining. Starting with Palm Tree Panic, it's number 7. It's obvious. It's not. It's. I think it's obvious, but it's a close call. It's obviously Palm Tree Panic, which is going to be the lowest difficulty, but it's actually a close call, even between this and Quartz Quadrant. This zone doesn't have a lot of traps. This zone is easy to go through. Speaking of speaking of this zone almost being the easiest in Sonic CD, we have Quartz Quadrant. Quartz Quadrant is a zone which is pretty fast and only slows you down by treadmills. Treadmills are the only things that slow you down in Quartz Quadrant, but there aren't many traps. It's just the treadmills that make it difficult. So Quartz Quadrant is next in the list, number 6. It's the main reason why I don't like Quartz Quadrant. I like the fact that Collision Chaos is the second zone in Sonic CD. Finally, a Sonic game with a fitting second zone. The thing I don't like about Sonic is that those zones are pretty unfitting. Like Eggman's secret base in Sonic Advance is already there, and it's a hot crater. The volcano in Sonic Advance 2. But this is like one of the only Sonic games which have pretty much fitting for a second zone. Together with Sonic Chaos, Sonic 4. Anyways, this zone is just has lots. It's just like Spring Yard, but has less traps, and spikes can't lead you to instant death in Sonic CD, making it the easier version of Spring Yard from Sonic 1. I guess Stardust Speedway is an urban theme, and it's a 6th zone, but I guess it's fitting because Wacky Workbench was hated by many in Sonic CD. So they want to make a good zone, which pretty much fits Sonic. Sonic is fast, and this zone is also fast. This zone is meant for how fast it is. And there aren't many there's only one thing that makes it difficult, and it's not that much of a big component, because it's okay if I don't get praise for this, but it might happen that you might praise me for this. I don't want to be praised because you should only praise God, of course. I beat Metal Sonic in my first try. But Metal Sonic was not easy to defeat. It's not easy to defeat in the first try. It's not really difficult. Some people say that Metal Sonic is a pretty difficult boss because of Eggman's instant death laser. So yeah, you don't want to slow down because Metal Sonic might get ahead of you and Eggman has his laser. It's like, I think this is what people say is the only hard part of Sonic CD besides Wacky Workbench and the Metallic Madness. I mean, is there anything that makes Sonic 2 so more difficult than this? Yes. Sonic 1? Yes. But what about Sonic 3? The final boss. What makes this harder than... what... if it says a lot about its difficulty, maybe the Carnival Night is what makes Sonic 3 more difficult than Sonic CD, and Launch Base, because I kept on losing rings, I barely lost a life there. Never mind, let's just get to the Stardust Speedway, which is fast and has only one difficulty, Metal Sonic. If Metal Sonic crosses the finish line first before you get killed by Dr. Eggman's instant death laser. Now we're on the zones which are not easy. But Tidal Tempest is my favorite zone in Sonic CD, and it's like one of the only zones which are it's like a neutral zone. It's a water level like Labyrinth, but I think it's easy medium. But out there, it's either Tidal Tempest or Hydro City, which is it's either this zone or Hydro City. That is the easiest zone. That is the easiest underwater zone in the Sonic series. Because when you stand in the place of air bubbles, you can instantly get them without jumping. And there aren't many traps, only drowning. Its boss is pretty difficult. I mean, not really, but because how you defeat this boss is by giving you a supply of air bubbles. But that boss took a lot of hits and it has its lasers, ramping its difficulty a little bit up. Without a doubt, the hardest zone in Sonic CD is Wacky Workbench. Of course, Wacky Workbench, you can get lost in here easily, just like you do in Oil Ocean, but it's even easier to get lost in this zone because of the bouncy floor, which might lead you to some difficult parts. I really got lost in Wacky Workbench so much, making this zone difficult. But there's one zone which is more difficult than this. Wacky Workbench may have Act 1 and Act 2 as difficult, but there's nothing but Act 3 of Metallic Madness is absolutely nothing but both of those acts of Wacky Workbench are absolutely nothing compared to Metallic Madness Act 3. Sure, you can't get a game over there if you can spot the life easily, because you can. But there are just so many traps, and the boss is difficult because of a difficult zone. A difficult time zone. Metallic Madness is one of my most difficult zones in Classic Sonic. And it's for many reasons. And it's for many reasons because of how many traps there are. I like boss though. So that's my ranking for Sonic CD's zones. Now, next part will be Sonic 3.